What's happening, dweebs? Xander here. Today I'm going to be selecting some of Ben 10's most popular aliens and putting them in the new Omni Naut armor seen in Ben 10 vs. the Universe, which actually at the point of filming this has yet to come out. Like, I'm literally going to pretend that Cartoon Network came in the room and said,
Xander, we need you to design Omni Naut armor for these Ben 10 aliens fast!
And then do it. And maybe I'll predict one.
Oh, and don't make all the armor orange this time! What do you think this is, Nickelodeon?
Okay, sorry, that's what I thought they were supposed to look like in the trailer. That's my bad. There's fortunately a bit to go off of in terms of the designs of the Omni Naut armor. Humongosaurus, Shockrock, Heat Blast, and Jet Ray have all had their suits revealed in the trailer. But according to the poster so far, that's all that there is. Let's start off with the most requested for this series, Big Chill. I think Big Chill's gotta be one of my favorite Alien Force transformations. At least whenever he first came on the scene, I thought that it was really awesome that he had the kind of a hood, that he ended up turning into these moth-like wings. I thought it was super neat, and the colors and ice, it just makes for a really cool, awesome character. And there was some interesting character, plot stuff with him as well, having babies and all that crazy stuff. So that was really nuts. But from a design standpoint, it's really interesting to look at the differences in design choices between Alien Force and Omniverse. Because in Alien Force, obviously, you have the blue, you have the cyan, all that, but he's also much more lanky. He looks like he's a bit thinner, and his wings kind of take up most of his mass, whereas in Omniverse, you have a much bulkier, muscular build, more hunched over type of design for this character, and I don't know what approach the reboot would make in terms of bringing Big Chill to this universe, but at least for the Omni Naut suit, I wanted to be sure that I brought over a few core traits. His mouth is very iconic, and obviously bringing over those wings was a huge part of making this design feel like Big Chill. So obviously I didn't go with orange because that's not what the big man asked for. I first played around with kind of a very Arctic blue. I thought about bringing in a couple different shades of blue for this design, and it's all about finding that balance, what looks right with the design, and ultimately I found a very happy place where I was starting to add these kind of decals onto the very plain armor, and it kind of gave it this Arctic cooler look. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, there you have it. Big Chill in his Omni Naut armor. Next up, a fan favorite who has gotten no love from the Reboot series as of yet, but who knows, maybe we'll see this deep diver up in space for a change. Let's tear into this one, RIPJAWS. I, for one, was really happy to see that RIPJAWS had made an appearance in the Reboot trailer for Ben 10 vs. the Universe. I'm excited to see what they do if Ben ends up getting that DNA in his Omnitrix so that he can turn into RIPJAWS. For a long time, it has seemed like RIPJAWS has kind of just been this, specific alien for these specific tasks. And I even felt like that even in the original series. It was for the beach episode. It was for whatever episode. And yeah, he had his appearances here and there. And seeing him pop up in Omniverse was really fun. But the biggest challenge for making this design work in space, it's just so interesting. I almost wanted to give him his long tail that he would use to swim around, but then I was like, wait, he'd be in space, so maybe he could still attach his legs together and create that long tail. But what do you think? Put down in the comments below if you think that he'd be able to swim through space really well with those fins. I don't really know, but I was careful to make sure that I gave him tubes for breathing with water. And I know he can breathe above water and stuff like that, but I thought it would just make more sense. I also wasn't totally sure about giving him an actual job, but I figured, you know what, it's in his name. I don't care if it breaks the Omni Naut armor status quo. It's important for this character to be sure that he can chomp on stuff. That's just kind of the biggest part. So anyway, there you have it. RIPJAWS in his Omni Naut armor. Enjoy.
Hey, are you done with those designs like I asked?
Yeah, dude, I've just got like 3 more. Chill out.
You know how dumb you're gonna look when this movie comes out and none of your designs are in it?
Gee, I don't know. I guess you could just put them in if you wanted to.
Oh yeah. Keep it up.
Jeez, well, if you want more videos like this in the series, make sure you hit a like button so YouTube knows to push it to more people. And while you're at it, become an alien in my Omnitrix by slamming that subscribe button. So anyway, let's get back to it. This one I actually did on stream with you guys. You were able to give me a lot of feedback. Okay, let's start the drawing. Okay, so we have an alien from Alien Force, we have an alien from the original series, now we have an alien from Omniverse, almost exclusively, actually. It was really fascinating to see kind of Feedback become the flagship alien for the Omniverse series. I recently watched through Omniverse again and just thought it was so interesting because, like, his voice was not at all what I would have expected for that kind of character, and it just seemed too normal to me. But I don't know what everyone else's takes are on this character. I know that there's kind of varied degrees of, like, oh, he's dumb, or oh, he's just replacing Chroma Stone. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting takes on this character, but I figured, hey, if there's gonna be a character that maybe they would try to bring over into another continuity, maybe it would be Feedback. I thought it was really important to make sure that Feedback had his spark plug, whatever you'd call them, hair. I don't know. His fingers are really cool, and I just think that this character would work really well in space. Electricity works in space. It'd be fine. So anyway, that is Feedback. I hope you guys enjoyed this character. It was awesome to draw with you guys live on stream. Definitely come hang out next time we do that. But here you go, adding the electricity. There you go. There's Feedback. We are now in Reboot territory with SLAPBACK. Now, if there's any alien that makes sense to have an Omni Naut suit in this film, it is going to be SLAPBACK because, of course, he belongs to the Reboot continuity, most famously. So it's really cool to see this character kind of reprise a lot of powers that a lot of other aliens have. Obviously, he can clone himself. He's heat resistant. He's got sharp teeth. It's the whole package. And the thing that's most interesting from a design standpoint is he looks like he's almost made of, like, Jello or a gelatin. I don't know why. It's just looking at him, I get that Jello gelatin feel. So I tried to give him a couple of those patches on his arms that represent those kind of bulges on his Reboot character design. Also, something that I did not incorporate from his Reboot design is actually the fact that he's supposed to have his badge on his back, but I figured, you know what, I'm going to design all these Omni Naut armors with both badges on the front of the characters. I'm just going to put this one on the front. I don't care. Besides, you know, you don't respect that kind of thing when you're designing all these brand new suits. I'm just kidding. But, you know, it's cool. I like SLAPBACK. I have yet to see him in action often, but he was requested by you guys a few times. I thought, why not throw him in here? He deserves some love. So maybe we'll see him in the movie. Anyway, there is SLAPBACK as an Omni Naut. Well, I've got one more alien to draw, but who should I do next? Whoever it is has got to be an all-star. Oh, BASHMOUTH. Bear with me, folks. I know that this is Kevin's Omnitrix, and I don't know if he will end up having the ability to also create Omni Naut suits for his aliens, but I just wanted to draw someone other than Ben with the Omni Naut armor ability. I thought it would be cool to get one of Kevin's aliens in here specifically. I was almost going to draw him in his Omni Naut, or in his, like, Omni Naut armor, suit, whatever, just as Kevin, but I was like, no, that's boring. So I'm going to draw BASHMOUTH in the flesh, in his suit. But it was actually super fun to see Kevin get his own original alien in the Reboot series when, you know, him and Ben were just having a dispute, and he was like, you know, you're just stealing all my aliens, you know, come up with something original. And, you know, the Omnitrix gives him BASHMOUTH. I just think it was such a cool little thing to give Kevin his own kind of, like, werewolf type character. It's kind of symbolic almost if you think about it, but I don't know. I thought it would be neat to give him his own. What if in the off chance in this movie they pull a fast one on us and Kevin's able to create these Omni Naut suits for his aliens as well? I thought it would be a cool feature. And also I wanted to, you know, accept the challenge of creating one of these Anti-Trix designs for this movie in case they pull a fast one on us. I don't know, but definitely the hardest part of this design was making sure I was keeping those design elements intact while also balancing the colors of what was kind of required for the Omni Naut design. But anyway, there you have BASHMOUTH as an Omni Naut. And done. Cool.
Xander! My favorite Johnny Test YouTuber. Well, all these designs are fantastic, but for purely legal reasons, none of them are going to be in the movie. Have a good day.
Okay. Well, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit a like and share it with anyone you know that would like this kind of video. If you want to see more, make sure you leave in the comments below what you'd like to see me draw more of. I'm really enjoying doing these types of videos with you guys, so make sure you join the Discord so we can keep the conversation going. Until then, I'll see you next time. Adios, amigo. Whatever.